Welcome back to an exciting video. Before we get into numbers and how I did this, I do have to give the disclaimer that I do have overhead, I have cost of goods. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I have a storage unit. It is very expensive in Los Angeles to have a storage unit that size. It's $1,000 a month. I have that. I have a virtual assistant that I pay weekly. So I've got overhead, I've got bills, I've got cost of goods. So I need to go through, do my numbers and deduct all of that. But all the sad stuff aside, you know, like paying bills and things and the cost to run your business, this has been my highest sales month ever on Poshmark, and I've been selling on Poshmark since 2019. I recently did a video last month, I'm pretty sure it was last month, talking about that was my highest sales month. I had no intention of ever breaking that record for myself. I was just gonna work hard and see how it went, you guys. So very exciting video for me to film. If you are new here, I predominantly sell clothing on Poshmark, mostly women's, some men's. And then on other platforms, I sell everything. On eBay, I sell, you know, tennis rackets, I sell walkers, I sell diapers. Like, I'm not joking. I sell everything. If you've seen my like what sold or come thrift with me videos, but on Poshmark, predominantly just run-of-the-mill clothing, you guys. I'm not usually selling super high-end stuff over there. I would like to, but I don't. So yeah, just to give you like a little background, like my average sales price on Poshmark ranges between 20 and 30 bucks. So I'm not selling super high-end stuff. There are four things that I can attribute that I can attribute to having my highest sales month, and I'm going to go through those. Number one, I listed every single day in the month of October. Every single day. This is the first time I have done that in a very long time on Poshmark. So for 31 days, I have had anywhere from 10 to 40 listings go live on Poshmark every single day. I have done that before in the past, and then I would stop. You know, I'd do like a month of listing every day, because I don't, like I said, I don't list everything that I acquire on Poshmark like I do for, say, on eBay. Like, I just don't list walkers and tennis rackets and golf clubs and all the random things I find. I sell a lot of hard goods on eBay. Currently have about 1,200 active listings on eBay, and I just checked before this video, 855 listings on Poshmark. So that should tell you. I don't list everything that I find on eBay and Poshmark, but for this month, because I had an influx of inventory from right before I gave birth, I had 3 pallets delivered within 1 week, 2 months before I gave birth. And I just couldn't get through it all. So this is the slowest I have ever processed liquidation. I have slowly been selling through that. So I had an influx of inventory, so I was able to list that much in a month. So that's number one. And this could be a conspiracy theory on my fault. I feel like us resellers, we always have these theories about what makes our business tick. But I feel like whenever I would list in the morning, I got more sales on Poshmark throughout the day, other than listing in the evening. So I either list very early in the morning. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm a morning person. I'm up between 4 and 6 a.m. every day. Nothing to do with having a 5-month-old. He sleeps through the morning. I'm just naturally that kind of person. So I either list at like 4, 5, 6 a.m. or I'm listing at like 8, 9, 10 p.m. And I don't know, this could be my conspiracy theory, but I feel like when you get even just a couple listings up early in the morning, it kind of gets the algorithm moving, and it sends more traffic to your closet, and I would just get more sales. Maybe it's a theory, maybe it's valid, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've noticed over this last month. Number two, it nearly killed me, but I have to mention it. I did I almost cussed, a crap ton of live sales on Poshmark. It was rough, friends. I told you in my last video that I titled I Quit Reselling, which some of you got mad at me that I titled that. I could never, this was my test. I said to myself at the end of September, I want to see what it's like to be a full-time live seller. Like, what would that be like? Would I enjoy it? Would I like it? I'm still on maternity leave from my full-time job. I want to try it out. Like, let's just say, knock on wood, my full-time job evaporated and I had to be a full-time live seller. Or I just wanted to try it out and maybe this could be like a new career avenue for me. I have never worked harder reselling in my life, and it made me realize that you guys, I never say never, but I probably never want to be a full-time reseller. It also made me realize that I will probably forever be a very part-time reseller. I don't care. I've told you guys this. I don't care if I'm a millionaire, I would probably do reselling in some form. It makes me happy. I love saving things from the landfill. I genuinely enjoy reselling, and doing it full time actually made me start really disliking it. Specifically full-time live selling. I love live selling. I know some of you have strong feelings about it. Surprisingly, on my last video, a lot of you spoke up and said you want live selling content. So we will sprinkle that in. I'm going to show you some live selling behind the scenes stuff at the end of this video for those of you that are interested. But in 31 days, I did 25 live sales. I did my longest live sale ever. I did a 5.5 hour live sale. I was completely exhausted. I think I sold 230 items. And it just made me realize it's not for me to do it full time. It would really take the joy away from it, but it also, I can't lie, it's part of the reason I had my best sales month ever. I will say, if you have the inventory and you want to move a lot of inventory quickly, live selling is the way to go. And I will say, this might piss some people off, but I have been doing this for over a year now. Things do not sell for as much as they would if you listed them. They just don't. Like, if you're trying to move a lot of inventory, people are looking for a deal. That's what they're looking for on auctions. I can't speak for other categories. I can't speak for Funko Pops or jewelry or luxury bags. Like, I don't know that. That's not what I've been selling. I've been selling mostly Skims. If you don't know what that is, it's Kim Kardashian's clothing / loungewear / shapewear line and clothing. That's all I've really live sold. That's all I've live sold. So my experience with those categories, like the shapewear, the clothing, the loungewear, people want a deal. Okay, they want a deal. So things just may not sell for as much as they would if you listed them. But if you have a lot of inventory like I do and you have low cost of goods, there is a great potential to make a lot of quick money very fast. Same thing. You get what I'm saying. So number one, listing every day. Number two, I don't want to stick too much on the live sales because I know not all of you are interested in live sales, but I would be remiss if I didn't tell you the truth. The live sales really played a huge part. Number three, and I debated mentioning this or not, but I had a ticket to go to Posh Fest. I bought a ticket and then I didn't end up going. Lots of reasons, but the biggest one is that I ended up getting an open house that Friday, the same Friday as Posh Fest, and I was like, do I miss out on like all this potential real estate, networking, and money to go? San Diego's like 2.5 hours from me here in LA, so I would only be able to go for one day. Long story short, I didn't end up going, but I think, I could be wrong, but I think because I had a ticket, they gave me access to their promoted closet beta, and so far, I've had access to it for less than a month. Not sure that it's worth it. I don't know. They gave me like a 14-day free trial, and it said that if I were paying, I would have spent, I'll put the stats on the screen. My free trial is over. I've now set my budget to $20 just so I could kind of give you guys a final review and see how it goes. But as of today, it says that I would have spent like $100 and something bucks, and I would have had like $300 in sales. So I'm like, I don't know if that's worth it, but I do feel like it has brought more traffic to the closet, which has helped with the sales, which has helped me make more money. So I will report back to you after I've had that going for a month. So like I said, my free trial is over, and now I set it to $20. Oh, actually it's $20 a week. So I will be reporting back whether that's a full video or like a short video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. I have been posting. That's another thing I did, but that's YouTube related, but I should mention it because people have told me that they came from YouTube to buy from my Poshmark closet. I started uploading a ton of short form content. October was kind of like a test for me. I was like, what is it like to be a full-time reseller and content creator? So I said to myself, I was going to do as many live sales as I could. I was going to list 31 days, 10 to 40 items every day. And I wanted to upload some form of social media content every day. So in the month of October, I have all this written down in my planner. 15 days, I uploaded 2 short form contents every day, whether that be an Instagram reel or a YouTube short. And then the other 16 days, I did one content, like a short video. And a lot of people told me that would buy from me in Poshmark, they would send me a message saying, oh, I saw your Instagram and I wanted to check out your closet. I'm creating this bundle. Same thing from YouTube. So I think that also helped sales. So those were the 4 things. The last 2, I'm not sure like how many sales they brought, but I know they brought a couple. But the biggest were listing 31 days, which I have not done in a very long time, like consecutively every single day for a month. I've not done that for a very long time on Poshmark because like I said, there's just certain things I would source. Like I sourced 10 golf clubs and I listed those all on eBay, and I just don't list them on Poshmark because it doesn't tend to sell for me. I sourced a bunch of like vintage, what do you call them? Like vintage Tupperware pieces. I think it was like 45 pieces from just a little mom and pop thrift store. I put those on eBay. I didn't put those on Poshmark. So for a long time on Poshmark, there were just certain things that I would source that I had to list on eBay that I just didn't have anything new to list on Poshmark. It is not very common for me to receive such a huge amount of liquidation. I am not a huge liquidation reseller. That's another thing I've learned in 2023. I've learned a lot about myself in reselling this year. I do not want to be like a liquidation seller. I don't want someone who has I don't want to be someone who has a huge warehouse with pallets coming in all the time. I do like liquidation, so I would like to keep it as part of my business model. Maybe 1 pallet a month, max. Maybe even 1 every other month, you know. It's just a lot when you want to do this part-time, and I really do enjoy thrifting. Like I said, I love saving things from the landfill. I love finding those more unique pieces. So I'm going to move back towards thrifted inventory being the majority of my stuff, and then liquidation here and there. I do also have local contacts where I can pick up like my Skims. I don't have that delivered to me. That supplier is here in LA. I go there, I pick it up, I pay him. So I have things like that too, but I would like to move back more towards thrifted because I always say salute to you guys that do this full time. 2023 has made me realize, and I love live selling. I don't like doing a live sell 5 days a week would literally make me consider quitting reselling. So moving forward, so those are the 4 things, you guys. Listing daily, listing a lot daily. In my opinion, getting 40 items up, there were many days in a row where 40 items a day were going up. That brings a massive amount of traffic to your closet. I honestly think, and I'll pop on the screen, I got more sales from the listing daily. Well, I can't say that. I was going to say I got more sales from the listing daily than I did the live sales, but I have to be honest. In one live sale, I sold 230 items. I've never had that with just traditional listing. Not in one day. Never. Ever in the history of me selling on Poshmark in almost 5 years. March 2024 will be my 5-year mark. I've never had that happen. Will that be? Yeah, it'll be 5 years. Wow. Is that 5 years or 4 years? 5 years, I think. Yeah, 5. So I have to be real. Like the live sales definitely helped, but the listing did too. So moving forward, I have almost completely sold out of all of my liquidation stuff. I will be doing live selling, but I will be doing more of like a style-based live sale. So my first live sale that I'm doing like that, it's going to be all thrifted inventory. Some of it is new with tags, but it's all stuff, you guys, I found at thrift stores. And the thrift stores in LA have been chef's kiss these last couple of months. I've really been focusing a lot on thrifting, and I have found some amazing pieces. So the first live sale I'm going to do that's not liquidation, it's like a style base. I'm going to call it jackets, shackets, and coats or something like that. I feel like that is a category that everyone can shop. I'm gonna have all different sizes. I found some amazing stuff, some high-end stuff. I will leave a link to that sale down below. Go and check it out if you have time. I'm gonna start telling you guys about my live sales. Since I've started live selling, I have been horrible at promoting them. I don't really tell you guys about them. I never put them on my Instagram. So I wanna start promoting them because I'm moving away from like the liquidation stuff and more to the style-based thrifted items because I have access to amazing stuff here in Los Angeles. So let me just show you some of the things that I found recently. I don't know if I'm gonna do these in a live sale. I had this authenticated, this Louis Vuitton wallet that I got at a consignment store. This cute little Fendi baguette. I think I might do like a, not a high-end sale, but I might incorporate some of this stuff in like the winter sale or the style-based sale. I found this Gucci wallet. These are just random things I have around my office. But anyways, make sure you go and check out the sale. I will leave a link to it down below. But yeah, friends, that's how I did it. Am I trying to beat that in the month of November? Probably not. I'm kind of worn out right now. Like October was a lot, you guys. I'm filming this on Halloween. After I'm done filming this video, I'm going to do like a plan for November. And I was just thinking to myself before I turned on the camera, like, should I tell them I want to beat the $25,000 sales? I don't know. I don't know. Follow along, subscribe. We'll see what happens. I don't know. And that's just where we're at. But subscribe because I'll keep you posted. And if you guys like these monthly updates, let me know. Again, just keep in mind, I do have cost of goods I have to take out of that, taxes, my storage unit, paying my lister, and all of those things. But let me know if you enjoy these types of update videos and subscribe.